morning, children. Today we are going to see exercise 16A of understanding shapes. Let's see how to solve the various questions of this particular exercise. We begin with question number 2, as question number 1 is a figure-based question that can be done in the book itself. Question number 2 is calculate the sum of the angles of a polygon with the various number of sides that are given. So all these subparts, how are you going to do it, children? You need to use a formula. Sum of the angles is equals to, the formula is n minus 2 into 180. Now n over here represents, children, the number of sides. Now this one I have taken the first part because the number of sides given over here is 10. So 10 minus 2 into 180, first we need to solve the bracket, children. So you are going to do the subtraction, and then whatever be the answer has to be multiplied by 180. So when you multiply 8 by 180, you get the answer as 1440 degrees. That is 1440. Question number 3. Find the number of sides in a polygon if the sum of the interior angles is given. That means now this time, children, we have to find the number of sides and the sum of the interior angles is given. I have taken the third subpart for this question. It's given 16 right angles. Now what do we mean by 16 right angles, children? The sum of the angles is in the form of 16 right angles. That means 16 into right angle is 90. The formula the same that we used in the previous question, n minus 2 into 180. So 16 into 90 is equals to n minus 2 into 180. Now this 180 is in multiplication, children. When you bring it on the other side of is equals to, the multiplication will change into division. So 16 into 90 divided by 180. 90 and 180 can be reduced together, and similarly 2 and 16 can be reduced to get the value of n. Now 8 and this minus 2, children, will come on the other side. So minus 2 will change as plus 2. So the number of sides in this particular question becomes 10. Question number 4. Is it possible to have a polygon whose sum of the interior angles is the various values given? So I have taken the sub part, first one of this question. Sum of the angles, again the same formula, children, n minus 2 is equals to 180. Now sum of the angles is given as 870, children. So in place of sum of the angles, you write 870 is equals to n minus 2 into 180. Again, n minus 2 is kept on one side and it is into 180. So this can be brought on the other side. 870 divided by 180. Now you reduce the zeros. And now when you divide 87 by 18, the value is coming 5.1. Now children, as we get a value in the decimal, we automatically know that the number of sides cannot be the answer that is going to come, because the number of sides can only be in the whole numbers. It can never be a fraction or a decimal. Now further, if you solve the question, you see that the number of sides is coming 7.1, which is not at all possible. Question number 5. If all the angles of a hexagon are equal, find the measure of each angle. How will we do, children? Again, the same formula is to be used. Sum of the interior angles is equals to n. Now, in place of n, I have directly written 6 because hexagon contains 6-sided figure. So, n is 6. 6 minus 2 into 180, that is 4 into 180, that is 720. That means sum of the interior angles of a hexagon is 720 degrees. Now, because a hexagon has 6 sides, so it will also have 6 angles. In order to calculate the measure of each angle, what will we do? We are going to divide the total sum of all the interior angles by the number of sides or by the number of angles. And you get the answer as 120 degree is the value of each particular question of a hexagon. This completes question number 5, the very first part. Question number 6, children. It says find the sum of the exterior angles which will be obtained on producing in order the sides of a polygon are given, that is 7 sides, 10 sides or whatever. Now one thing to be kept in mind over here, children, no matter how many sided the figure is, but the sum of the exterior angles is always 360 degree only. So over here no solutions are there. Question number 7. The sides of a hexagon are produced in order if the measure of each exterior angle so obtained is, then the values of the angle is given. and they are asked us to calculate each exterior angle. Now first of all, sum of the exterior angles is 360. That means the addition of all these angles should come out to be 360. So we write all the angles, that is all the brackets that are given over here, children. Now after this, children, it is necessary that you arrange all the like terms together. That means you bring the like terms together. Like terms means the one that has the same variable part should be brought together. So here I arrange all the like terms in one bracket and the numbers with the integers in the other bracket equals to 360. Now you add these, it is 50x. Now over here, according to the integers, you will have to solve, children. So all the these plus and minus you will have to do according to what the integer sign says. Now this minus 1 and minus 3 will be added up together to form minus 4. Minus 4 and plus 4 will cancel each other. So 6 plus 2 makes it 10. 50x plus 10 is equals to 360. 50x. Then 50x will remain this side. 10 will be taken on the other side, children. It's a plus 10, goes on the other side as minus 10. Now 50x is equals to 350, x is equals to 7. Now once we calculate the value of the x, children, and we have to calculate how much is the value of each exterior angle, you will have to substitute the value of x. Now see, children, in order to calculate each exterior angle, 6x minus 1, now where x is given, children, you will have to put the value of x that was calculated in the previous part. So 6 into 7 minus 1, that is 42 minus 1, 41 degrees. So the first exterior angle is 41. Similarly, you will do for all of these. See, 10x plus 2, that is 10 into 7 plus 2, 70 plus 2, 72 degrees. 8x plus 2 is 8 into 7 plus 2, that is 56 plus 2, 58 degrees. 9x minus 3 is 9 into 7 minus 3, that is 63 minus 3, 60 degrees. Similarly, you will calculate for the other two that I have shown you the working over here. I hope things are getting much clear to all of you, right? We move ahead and we move to the next question. The interior angles of a pentagon are in the ratio 4:5:6:7:5. Find each angle of a pentagon. Now in this particular question, children, the interior angles have not been given, but the ratio of the angles is given, and this question is asking us to calculate the interior angles. Let's see how to go about it. So first of all, we will have to calculate the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon. Now if it is a pentagon, children, we know that the number of sides are how many? 5. So same formula, n minus 2 into 180. In place of n, now you will write 5. 5 minus 2 into 180, that is 3 into 180. The answer comes out to be 540. Now because the angles, interior angles have been given in the ratio, children, you will write one line. You will have to use a variable. Let the interior angles be 4x, 5x, 6x, 7x and 5x. Now it is not necessary you take only x, children. Any variable will work. You take a, you take b, you take x, any variable. In the next step, we are going to add these because the sum of these should be equal to 540. Once you add, you see it is 27, x is equals to 540. 27x means what, children? 27 multiplied by x. Now when on one side of the is equals to, it is into multiplication, you are going to take it on the other side, it will go in division. So x will be 540 divided by 27, so the value of x will come out to be 20. Now once we know the value of x, that is the variable over here, children, if you will substitute or put the value of x in all these, you will come to know how much is the value of these interior angles all alone, right? So in the next step, what are we going to do? We are going to put the value of x. See, we are going to put the value of x. Then 4x will be 4 into 20, which is equals to 80. 5x is 5 into 20, which is 100. 6x is 6 into 20, which is 120. 7x is 7 into 20, which is 140. And once again, we had 5x, so that will be again 100. So this is how you calculate all the interior angles of a pentagon, which are given in the form of ratio. Question number 10. The figure given below shows a pentagon ABCDE with the sides AB and AD which is parallel to each other. Then we have to see that angle B ratio angle C ratio angle D is equals to 5:6:7. First, we have to calculate the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon. Now, if it is a pentagon, we know number of sides is 5. So 5 minus 2 into 180, which is 3 into 180, and answer is 540. In the second part, children, it is asking us to calculate angle A and angle E. Right? So angle A and angle E is 180 degrees. Why, children? Because these three angles we know, and this side is parallel to this side. That means our AE is acting as a transversal. And it is a property of a transversal, children, that if we have two angles that are on the same side of the transversal and on the inner side, they together form the allied angle. The sum of the allied angle is always 180. That's the property of the parallel lines and the transversal. So according to that, then whatever are the three angles, their sum will be, when we subtract from 540, we subtract 180, so we'll get the answer as 360. That means all the three angles should be equal to 360. Once again, the same way, you have to use a variable. Let the angles be 5x, 6x and 7x. The sum should be equal to 360 and x is 20 degrees. Now once we get x, you are going to put the value of x. You put the value of x, we calculate it. 5x is equals to 5 into 20, 100. 6x is equals to 6 into 20, 120. And 7x is equals to 140. Moving to the next question, question 11. Two angles of a polygon are right angles and the remaining are 120 degree each. Find the number of sides. Now this is a different kind of a question, children, because the number of sides are not given, but the interior angles are given. Only it is saying two angles are 90 and rest over here we don't know how many actually the angles are. So how will you do, children? 2 into 90, two angles are of 90, that we know, plus n minus 2. Now n over here is taken as the number of sides which we don't know, so that minus 2 into 120 are the rest of the angles, and together they should be equal to n minus 2 into 180. Now you will have to solve this, children. Multiply to get 180. With 120 you are going to multiply both the terms that are given inside the bracket. So 120n plus minus is minus, 120 into 2 is 240. Similarly you are going to multiply this side also, children. 180n minus 360. Now 180 and 240, bring the like terms together. So in this step I have done that. This is plus, this is minus, so it will be subtracted and the sign of the bigger value, so minus 60. Plus 120. Now see, 180 can be brought this side, and when plus 120 is brought along with it, it comes as minus 120. So according to the integers we are going to solve. So this gets subtracted, sign of the bigger value 300, and this will be subtracted 60n. Now n has to be calculated, so 60 will go on the other side, it will go in division, and when it is divided the value of n comes out to be 5, and that becomes the answer. Question number 12 is a similar kind of a question that I have already explained you, children. So I'm moving ahead and I'm moving to the 13th question. The angles of a hexagon are given: x plus 10, 2x plus 20, 2x minus 20, 3x minus 50, x plus 40 and x minus 20. And once again we have to calculate the value of x. Now because these are the angles of a hexagon, we are going to put the value of n is 6 over here. Hexagon is a 6-sided figure. 6 minus 2 is 4 into 180, that is 720. Now once we get the value 720, children, all the angles that are given, the sum of all those angles should be equal to 720. So you are going to add up all the angles and you are going to equalize it to 720. Now see, I have placed all the values in the brackets is equals to 720. Now once again children, we are going to bring the like terms together. So you are going to arrange them and bring all the like terms together. So x plus 2x plus 2x plus 3x plus x in one bracket, and the other numbers you are going to take it in the other bracket. 10 degrees plus 20 degrees minus 20 degrees minus 50 plus 40 plus 20 is equals to 720. Now there is only plus sign over here, so all are going to be added, 10x. But over here, according to the integer you are going to solve, a plus 20 and a minus 20 will cancel each other. Similarly, a plus 10 and a plus 40 will make it plus 50, so this will also be cancelled. So what are we left with? Only 20. 10x is equals to, this plus 20 has to be taken on the other side of is equals to, so it will go as minus. 10x is equals to 700 and x is equals to 700 divided by 10 comes the answer as 70. So with this we complete the complete explanation of the first exercise. I hope I have made myself very clear, and step by step you have been able to understand the exercise well. So if you really liked it, please don't forget to comment and tell me how did you like my video, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share with as many friends of yours as you can. See you with the next exercise in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.